Season 2 Plus has finally begun, and with it, we have quite a lot of stuff to unpack. So, in this video, we'll be discussing the brand new policy tree and what you should be focusing on at the start of the server in order to accelerate your growth. And we'll be discussing the brand new Black Friday packs and asking the main question, are they worth it? So, without any further ado, let's get started. What's up guys, MEOWER here back with a brand new Call of Dragons video. So finally Season 2 Plus is here and with it comes a whole bunch of features, the finally most anticipated partial reset, the brand new commanders that are out, plus so much more. So before we get started, don't forget to drop a like, don't forget to subscribe, and let's get started. Starting off, as soon as you land in the new season, you'll be getting those two pop-ups. This artifact on podium is based on if you won what tier that you won your last season. Personally, I spun it. I got finally, which is highly unlikely in this channel, we had good luck. I know it is absolutely insane that we finally had some good luck on this channel. I'm just as surprised as you are, but we got two dragon scale armor pieces, I guess that's called. So we got it to level 4 instead of level 2, which is pretty insane, you know. Maybe I shouldn't be streaming my openings because feels like I get bad luck when I'm streaming, not gonna lie, you know. But we'll see. Maybe next time I'll be streaming. Who knows? But moving on. The crystal shop, because I did not win my season, I got the Conqueror stats. So Conqueror, I picked up Magic Pulse, I picked up the legendary artifact Ascension Emblem, of course, because it's always nice to have. I picked up one standard CP recovery, and with the remaining crystals, I just picked up the Prestige in order to kickstart my policies, because the policy tree has gotten a little rework, which we'll be discussing shortly. But before we do that, there is the new purchase payback tied with a new Black Friday event tied with a new pack as well. So the Black Friday event, in my opinion, is one of the best events that has happened in Call of Dragons for a while. Even though it's pretty simple, purchase payback is always nice. You just need to recharge 16k gems, which is roughly around 50 55 or 60 bucks worth of gems, which is pretty pretty all right, all things considered. You know, if you're average spender, maybe save for those events. We also got the Goblin Market uh, event as well, which is one of the best because we actually get access to 8-hour speed ups, we get access to legendary gold heads, and we get access to so much more. So if you're gonna ask me, should you invest in this? 100%, it is worth it, and it makes the Goblin Shop that much better. And of course, I'll be showing you the pack right now. So I did grab all the packs. So starts with this. No, this is the iron. Where's the? Oh, there is. So this is the stone. This is the $5 one. Gives 2 gold heads, a few speed ups, a few resources, and then the little $10 one. Again, more gold heads. Now, knowing you, this is universal gold heads, not just season 2 plus. So that's even more worth it than regular legendary tokens. More speed ups, more tokens, more resources, and so on and so forth. It's probably one of the best value bundles out there in Call of Dragons, especially because you get so much stuff from everything else. You get the best of everything, to be honest. You know, universal speed ups, nice everywhere, bunch of resources, gold heads. You get up to 27 gold heads from this pack. It's definitely worth it in my opinion. And if you can spare it, definitely buy it. Even use the Ploto Mole in order to save some money, grab an extra 10% on your purchase, and so on and so forth. Now, what about the new Prestige and Policy system that got a little rework for Season 2 Plus? Before we dive in this, though, do mind that coming next season, or rather next update, the barricades are gonna be removed. So we're not gonna be considering anything related to barricades when we're going over our priority list for unlocking our policies. So keep that in mind. Barricades will be gone, so there's no need for us to even bother with investing anything of them, though we will need to open them in order to progress further. That being said, we're gonna be going for the usual. We wanna rush military expansion 3. So What we want to do is that we want to take Military Expansion 1, rush our way all the way here till we can start unlocking those 4 techs: gold healing or healing, wood healing, and mana healing. We want to try to get Military Expansion 3 as fast as possible, though if you can spare some extra prestige, getting Military Expansion 1 all the way to level 10 is relatively cheap, and it will accelerate your Darkling farming even faster, because Darklings right now are much more difficult than they were before. Another point of conversation, rather, is which turrets you should go for. Now, turrets are an interesting new addition in Call of Dragons, as they are the new hot topic of the game, and they're pretty game changing, not gonna lie. Now, there are 3 main turret types: there's the fire turret, there is the ice turret, and there's the poison turret. Now, if you don't know, you can only select one of them from the prestige system. Every one of them has a different type of attack, and serves a different purpose. So if you don't know, we're gonna go all the way to the den, the glorious den, my favorite place in all Discord. It is what it is, you know. Um, you can see here that there is the fire attacks once every 3 seconds with a damage factor of 1.5k. Pretty nice. The ice tower attacks every 5 seconds with a damage factor of 1.2k. Level 6 tower increases the slows by up to 50%, and every 3 stacks triggers an immobilization for, I think it's 2 to 3 seconds. And finally, the poison turret attacks once every 5 seconds with a damage factor of 1.2k. At level 6, it applies Infirm, increasing the damage taken by 30%. And if you don't know what they look like in combat, this is a video provided by Painful. Big thanks to Painful. You can see here, this is what they do. You can attack them from range as well, which is pretty nice, not gonna lie. That kind of changes a lot in the game, because now we just don't need to rely on just infantry trying to get up there or trying to bypass so many towers. So the fact that we can attack them from range pretty much changes everything. With the removal of barricades, I think Choke Point Gaming might finally be gone from Call of Dragons. Oh my god! Choke Point Gaming is gone! At least we will. At least that's what I think. I hope it doesn't deal that much damage, and the damage does not scale up with the levels. Though just the effects only scale up. So if you were gonna ask me, but MEOWER, which tower should I go for? Well, the thing is, when it comes to these towers, you should be coordinating with your alliance on how many players should grab each and every tower type, because they all complement each other in one way or another. My opinion would be 40% of the alliance grabs the poison tower, another 40% grabs the ice tower, and the last 20% grabs the fire tower, because you want to support these towers with your troops. You don't just want to rely on those towers and not do anything. Now, a few things to keep in mind about these towers, okay? One, you can earn merits from placing towers and having them AFK fight for you. You can gain resources when you're destroying them, and they need your army support. Don't just rely on them solo, okay? Relying on them solo will pretty much just ruin you. And this policy, which increases their attack by 50%, making, for example, the fire tower go from 1.5k all the way to 2,500, assuming my math is correct. But you know, in this channel, we don't do math. And yeah, pretty much after you unlock your military expansion 3, you want to go all the way to maxing military expansion 1, though if you have a bunch of extra prestige and you're impatient like myself, you would just max out your military expansion 1 and then try to work your way towards military expansion 3. Now, one thing to note about this new policy tree, okay, is that elixir healing might have gotten nerfed a little bit. Now, I am not 100% sure, but me and a couple of friends have ran the numbers, or mainly those friends did run the numbers, and they have found that policies kind of lost around 80k elixir healing provided, though I am not 100% sure on this, so take this info with a grain of salt. So I am a bit worried about that if it's true, but if it is, then it's gonna be a disaster. But if it's not, then phew, thank God, nothing's changed. Thank you, Lilith, for not nerfing us again. But on that note, you should also always just prioritize elixir healing. I just don't see a use of resource healing when elixir healing exists, unless elixir healings gets taken to the back and just shot, just like that. Otherwise, you can see here Darklings do provide a bunch of prestige now, though it is much slower than the older system. There is the new Dragon Trail now that provides slightly less Commander XP overall, but more trail coins. So I guess that kind of balances out. If I remember correctly, you normally would have gotten 4.2k XP, so I don't get the 500 XP per hour nerf after expanding the levels all the way to 160, though I'm not sure if I'm remembering right or not. If I am remembering incorrectly, please correct me in the comments down below. But yeah, it does make it easier now to max in this, which is almost max for me. I always gotta do a little flex here and there. Well, yeah, finally, one of the last changes that has occurred here that you might be wondering about is the new commanders and are they worth investing now? I will be posting two separate video guides for both of them, one for Goresh and one for Skogul, and I'll be giving their review and whether if they're actually worth investing in or not, because after doing a little breakdown, the infantry meta might be changing, especially since the addition of Mr. Hunky Boy Goresh right here, and of course, the biggest mommy of all mommies, Madeline. So keep an eye on that, and don't forget to subscribe to tune in as soon as it comes out. And on that note, thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm always looking for more feedback and ways to improve my videos. So please, if you have any sort of feedback, please let me know. I always like to hear it, especially the negatives that you see and things I can try to improve in order to make this viewing experience even better for you. And on that note, don't forget to join the den. The link is in the description, and I will see you in the next video. Meow meow.